Hi Airbnb guests. We wanted to give you some information about the national parks and the national forest and areas that are accessible from our location. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you a map. Okay, so this map will show you our location right here. And most people that are coming to our place are wanting to go to Sequoia National Park. So to get to Sequoia National Park from our place, the best route is to take this route through Porterville and up, and then go across to Spruce to Highway 198 and go this way. This will take you right here to through the town of Three Rivers, which is a cute little town. It's got lots of little places to stay, and it has also restaurants and that kind of thing. Right here is the Ash Mountain entrance to Sequoia National Park. So that drive from our place to here takes about an hour and 15 minutes. So here you are. Once you get to the Ash Mountain entrance of the national park, it takes a whole nother hour to get right here to the Lodgepole Visitor Center. On this way over here, you have Morrow Rock, which is a great hike. Love that. You're climbing to the top of a mountain with beautiful views. The giant forest, there's a trail here that you can go see a bunch of the giant sequoia trees. And then if you get up here to Lodgepole Visitor Center, they have restaurants and they have places where you can get ice cream, very important. And then this Tacoma Falls trail is kind of a nice trail to take as well. If you wanted to go all the way through, you can go into Kings Canyon. Over here is Grant Grove, which is another sequoia grove that you can visit and just walk around. That trail is just right off of where you park. If you want to be a little more adventurous, there's another grove of giant sequoias here. This is the Muir Grove, and I want to say that's a 4.2 mile, about 6.5 kilometer out and back trail that you can take as well. So if you came up here just to see giant sequoia trees, there are other places besides the national park that you can see giant sequoias. There's actually in California, I want to say about 65 or 70 groves of giant sequoias. And we have a grove that is a lot closer to us. It's about a 15-minute drive, 1 hour, and it's beautiful. It's one of our favorite places in the whole wide world. And so I'll just kind of share a little information on the map of where that is, and then some pictures just so that you can see that as well, because it's not as well advertised. It's going to be a lot quieter to go there, but every bit is beautiful. So here we go on the map. From our place, which is right here, if you take this and you go up the 190, this is actually all Sequoia National Forest right here. So it's kind of like nesting dolls. Sequoia National Forest, and inside the forest is the Sequoia National Park and Kings Canyon National Park. So in this Sequoia National Forest, if you take from our location and go up this way and then cut off at Balch Park Road, take Bear Creek Road, it's about a 50-minute drive till you get to Balch Park and Mountain Home State Forest. And up in this area, there are a lot of little hikes that you can do. There's fishing ponds, and you'll see the most beautiful trees, I think, ever. The most beautiful giant sequoias. They're not as quarantined off. You can get up close and personal. You can take pictures with them, standing next to them. I'm going to show you another map. This is a little more detailed, so you can just kind of see once you get in. You're going to drive in if you come up Bear Creek Road. There's places to park all over here. It's a $5 fee. This is a county-owned park, and you just do, it's like a self-pay type thing. So you can park somewhere over here by the hollow log, which is really interesting. You can either get up on top of it or go through it. And then there are some other interesting trees. If you go up into the campground, there's the sawed-off tree, which that makes a great picture. And there's a whole bunch of other named big giant sequoias up in this camping area. There's areas for day picnicking over here. You can walk around the ponds. It's really beautiful. If you park somewhere, you can also walk up here to the Indian bathtubs, an area where the Native Americans used to have some grinding holes and then areas where they would soak And then there's a trail that begins here at the Hollow Log, and it's 1.5 miles, about 2.4 kilometers, and it goes all the way out. I don't have a picture of it right here. It goes out and comes around and then ends over here. There's a dam, a very tiny little dam, that you can come back over here, and then you can walk back this way or walk around this way. It's a lovely trail. It has little markers that tell about things. I have in my guidebook, I have the key for it. So Balch Park is really pretty. And once you get there, you're there. You don't have to drive any farther to see the trees like you do at the Sequoia National Park, because you'll get to the entrance and then you'll have to drive another hour further just to see most of the beautiful sights that are there. So from Balch Park, it can be a jumping off point. So you can go into Mountain Home State Forest. There's several sites there, Fraser Mill. The Hercules tree is there. That's one you can get up and walk inside of. People, I guess, used it as a place to live for a while. Hidden Falls is up that way. You can also see trees like Oliver Twist. There's if you go over by Shake Camp, they have some riding stables. I think you have to make, I don't think you can go up the day of and go horseback riding through the Sequoias. I think you have to make arrangements ahead of time. I'll try to put that link in the description. There's also another trail called the Adam and Eve Tree Trail that's up in that area. They have a nice big parking area, and then you can walk up and see the Adam and Eve tree. There's a whole bunch of giant forest trees through that trail too. It's really pretty. I highly recommend this area. There are a few things you should know. One of them, of course, is that your national park pass will not work there. You do have to pay in cash, and it's these little envelopes, and I think it's a $5 fee at this point. I don't know if they're going to raise the prices on that. Number two, you have to be here during those times. If you're not here during those times, it's not open. There are some other areas in the National Forest that are fun to explore from where we live that are very close to us. If you go up this way on Highway 190 and stay this direction, there's a place called Coffee Camp. This is a lovely day use area and picnic. It's right on the middle fork of the Tule River. There are some, places that you can water slide if the water's not too high. The water level, you have to be careful because the Tule River can be kind of treacherous when the water level's high and early runoff during the spring. But this is only like 20 minutes from our place. It's a lovely area to picnic. There is a fee at Coffee Camp to go there. There are some other places that you can get to that are free. If you go just a little bit past that, there's a place, we call it the Stairs, and I have directions in my guidebook of how to get there. It's super close. Like you could do Coffee Camp, the Stairs, and this Wishon area all in one day and enjoy that. So the Stairs will take you down to an area where you can also access the Tule River and some rock water slides. Over here, if you take the Wishon road up this direction, there's a couple spots where you can turn off. They have places where you can jump into the water from the cliffs. I don't do that because I'm too old, but I know that some people do, and so I've included some pictures in here. This can be really pretty too. There's not a lot of really good parking here or really good directions. I have really good directions in my in the Airbnb that tell you how to get there, because these are local spots, and the local spots just they don't have like a hard address that you can put into Google Maps for, but they are all close, and they're just lovely areas to go and get in the cool water when it's like 110 degrees here in the summer, because it can get that hot here. Another area that you can access, and I'll show you from us, is Camp Nelson, which I would say Camp Nelson is about 45 minutes, 50 minutes from us. And there's the Nelson Trail comes out this way. They have a little spring there that has like bubbling spring water that I'm too afraid to try to drink, but some people say it has healing properties. I don't know about that. So if you keep going up that way, you'll get to Ponderosa, which this is the Great Western Divide Highway. There are a few hikes up in the Ponderosa area, but I haven't been there since the fires. I'll make an update video after we check them out, and then thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please message us. We're glad to help, and enjoy these last pictures.